Hello, welcome. This is another episode of the Scripture Takeaway with the Sweet Pea. Today's inspiration will be taken from the book of Ephesians, chapter 6, verse 4. It reads, "Fathers, do not exasperate your children. Instead, bring them up in the training and instruction of the Lord." Now, children are commanded in the Bible to submit to their parents and obey them. But in this particular scripture, God is giving a huge warning specifically to the fathers. Let's go straight into the key part. First part says fathers. I think it will be ideal for mothers to apply this wisdom too. Even though it is targeted as fathers. The second part says, do not exasperate your children. To exasperate means to irritate somebody until they get angry. Now, because we have, that power, the Bible is saying here that as parents, we should not abuse the power that God has given us. We should work as partners of God in raising these children in the way of the Lord. The next part says instead, which means that it's going to give an alternative behavior that is expected of the parents. It should be noted that exasperating and good parenting do not go well together. Right. So the next part says bringing them up in the training and instruction of the Lord. Bringing them up in the training and instruction of the Lord. What this means is that we walk hand in hand with God to grow them together. We should pay attention to their growth and their relationship with God because we will be held accountable. As parents, we have to be good models. We have to teach them to reference God. So as we work in partnership with God, we show our children the way of the Lord by being a living example. They see us, they tend to do the things that we do, so we will be held accountable for that. Children pick up things from their parents, and you'll be surprised what your children will be picking from you. That even you correct them every time. If you wake up in the morning and you pray, even though you don't see your children watching you, they learn that kind of habit from you. So you have to make sure that you do the right things. The main goal of parenting is to produce godly children that are productive in the things of God. And so when you exasperate your children, you undermine that purpose. There are so many ways a parent can exasperate their children. There's impatience, that's quick temper. When you're inconsistent with rules, look at God. God is very consistent with his rules. He gave us the 10 commandments. So we should learn from God. Right, so a good example of being consistent with discipline. Some parents will tell their kids, don't lie, don't do this. But then there'll be a knock on the door and they will tell the child to tell their friends, I'm not in, though they're upstairs. So, these are little things. You teach them to lie and then you discipline them for lying. God will hold you accountable. So let's be careful as parents. Let's do the right thing. Avoid erratic behaviors, neglect, emotional abuse, and all of. So please, parents, I know children can be annoying sometimes, but remember, they're not yours. They are God's children, and you are just the caretaker. So basically, the scripture is saying, do not take advantage of the power that you have. God put you there for a purpose, and you should be a great example to them. We parents are God's agents on earth. God has, it's one of our ministries. Your ministry as a parent is to raise godly children. If you fail, then you fail the society as a whole, and you fail the Christian one. So remember, power corrupts, and it corrupts absolutely. So because you have that power as a parent, do not abuse it. Thank you so much for joining me. Please remember to like, comment, share, subscribe. Let's get the word out. And until next time, it's bye.